Welcome back, children. So today we will do sound. Now, what is sound? We can define sound as an invisible form of energy which produces in us the sense of hearing. So sound is also a form of energy, and with the help of this energy we are able to hear. Now, how is sound produced? Sound is produced by vibrations. Now, supposing if you take a piece of rubber, hold the one end of the rubber piece between your teeth and the other end between your two fingertips, and it is pulled, means the rubber piece is stretched, and after stretching it, if you pluck in between, you will hear a sound. At the same time, you will find that the rubber piece is vibrating. So any type of vibration produces sound. Again, if you take a scale, plastic scale, half of it you keep hanging out of the desk or table, and the other half you press it. Then the hanging portion, if you pull downward and release, what you will find? You will hear a sound. At the same time, you will find that the half of the scale moves up and down very fast, rapidly. So this is also vibration. So whenever a vibration will occur, sound will be heard. Now, question is, how does sound travel? Now, you must have seen that when a stone is thrown in a pond, what happens? The place where the stone hits the pond, you will find a number of ripples are formed around that region, and waves are produced in this way. Right? Waves are produced and it starts moving outside from the source. The waves are produced and it starts moving outside. Similarly, whenever sound is produced from a source, supposing this is a source of sound, this is a source of sound, in the form of waves, it starts spreading in all directions. This way. The waves move in all direction. Right. So, sound moves in the form of waves. Now, to understand sound, we must go through various terms which are related to sound. Now, these vibrations are quite similar to oscillations as seen in a pendulum. You remember about pendulum? Now, supposing if this is a rigid support and this is a pendulum. Now, this position of the pendulum is called as mean position. Now, if this pendulum is moved in one side through an angle, over here, from position O to position A, if it is moved and then it is released, what will happen? This pendulum will come back to O, then from O it will go on the other side to B, again return to O, again go to the other side in this way. So this vertical position when the pendulum is at rest, that is called as the mean position. So if you start from O, the pendulum at first goes to A, from A it comes back to O, from O it goes to B, and from B again it comes back to O. So this is a complete cycle, or this is called one complete oscillation, right? Remember. So oscillation is one complete vibration. Now in this, few terms are there. First is time period. What is this time period? The time taken to complete one oscillation. SI unit is second. So this is time period. Next you come to frequency. The total number of oscillations made in 1 second. So SI unit is hertz. Right? So frequency is the total number of oscillations made in 1 second. Third is amplitude. Now what is amplitude? Now see, as the pendulum moves from O to A, this maximum displacement of this pendulum from the mean position to the extreme position, similarly this side also, the maximum displacement that the pendulum makes, this is called as amplitude. So how do you write? The maximum displacement of the pendulum from the mean position to the extreme position is called amplitude. SI unit is meter. Clear, children? Now there is a relation between time period and frequency. Time period is equal to 1 by frequency. We write T is equal to 1 by F. This is one formula which will be required by you. So these are some terms which we will use quite often in this chapter of sound. Now sometimes this oscillation can be replaced by the word vibration. Okay? When we speak of sound, we will say vibration, because there is some basic difference between oscillation and vibration. Vibration is rapid, oscillation is comparatively slow. In oscillation, the whole body moves. In vibration, maybe a part of the body will move, not the whole body. Clear? But whenever we will speak of terms, these terms in sound, this oscillation will be replaced by vibration. Okay? So children, these are the basic terms, and this is how this sound is produced by vibrations. So today up to here, tomorrow we will resume our class. Thank you.